Welcome back to somebody on the Wrestling and to another edition of Raw out of 10. And the march to King of the Ring in just a few weeks' time continued on this week's episode of Raw with more King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament matches. Drew McIntyre opened Monday's show. And wasted little time blaming everyone for CM Punk to Jey Uso to Damian Priest for his shortcomings. Priest was the only superstar to step up to him, calling him out for not taking accountability. He then responded to McIntyre, calling him a paper champion but accepting his challenge for the championship. It was a solid opening to show as he presented the world champion as a babyface and direction that they've sold since he didn't want interference against Jey Uso. If that is the case, or if Priest even assumes more of a tweener role, it freshened up the character who's only scratched the surface. So yeah, I thought these two played well with each other. Before it's time for the Queen of the Ring, Io Sky against Shayna Baszler. They tore the house down in the opening match of the night, delivering a potential tournament seeding contest. Sky weathered the punishing offense of her opponent and rolled late, seemingly having a counter for the Queen of Spades, who threw everything at her and putting away with the over the moon star. This was great and a match worth revisiting if Triple H does not have stories readily available for the participants. We have seen Baszler thrive in bouts against smaller, quicker, high-flying opponents, but most notably Kairi Sane. Going back to this one could spark the Queen of Spades need to rediscover her age and a considerable push on WrestleMania, on the main roster, all while giving Sky something meaningful to do following the end of her title run at WrestleMania. This gets 7 out of 10 from me. I thought this was really good. For me, the right winner as well. I thought this was just a really good match on the whole. 7 out of 10. Moving on then to the King of the Ring, and we got Kofi Kingston against Gunther. Kofi started hot, attacking him before the opening bell and targeting his right leg and knee, avenging the brutal assault the ring general dealt his New Day teammate partner Xavier Woods. However, an ill-fated flight landed Kingston in the arms of his opponent and sent him back first into the ring apron and into the barricade. Visibly angered by his rival's attack, Gunther applied a Boston Crab on the announce table. Both men nursed their injuries throughout the bout. At one point, though, Kingston rocked Gunther with a Trouble in Paradise on the arena floor, but the heel was able to make it in the ring before the count of 10. The ring general delivered a powerbomb and transitioned into a Boston Crab for a submission win. It should surprise no one by now, but this was another show stealer from Gunther, who was far too often left out of the conversation for best in the world. It was a smartly wrestled contest with an overarching story and some punishing physicality from both men. It was great and sets up Gunther for a showdown with either Jey or Ilya. Either option should make an extraordinary encounter. I thought this was really good. Gets 7 out of 10 from me. Another great match in the King of the Ring tournament, and Gunther advancing, got to be the favourite to win it. Moving on into Akira Tozawa against Big Bronson Reed, this was a pretty simple match. It was one that you'd expect. Reed squashed Tozawa, defeating him in mere seconds with a tsunami. It was totally unnecessary. You know Reed is an unstoppable force, and putting him over Tozawa was never going to change or enhance that. I don't know. It kind of got the job done, smashing him out for Academy member, but at the same time, didn't feel like it was massively needed. But I am really hyped for that match. So, on the other hand, maybe I'll be kind. When it probably should be a 5 out of 10. I'll elevate it to a 6 out of 10, let's say. Before we moved on to the Queen of the Ring tournament, Lyra Valkyria made it 2-0 in the main roster, defeating Zoe Stark in the quarterfinals. Tested by the intense and aggressive start, the Valkyrie absorbed everything thrown at her and countered the Z360. She finished her opponent with the Nightwing for an impressive win. Valkyria continues to look like a star, a testament to her hard work and connection she forged the audience in NXT. This was a great example of how her style lends itself to strong matches against opponents with different styles and backgrounds, and she now turns her attention to Io Sky in a match that has the potential to be really good. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. I think we all expected Valkyria to go through here, which kind of make it less kind of iffy to less questionable who was going to be the winner, but I thought it was a really decent match and she continues to look like a star, and I can't wait for that match next week. Before it's time for Sami Zayn against Otis, Sami Zayn got the win. This was aided by Loudmouth Gable berating as the big man, which distracted the super heavyweight and allowed the underdog from the underground to deliver the heel kick for the win. After the match, Gable continued to berate Otis for going as far as to slap him. Instead of returning a favour and divorcing him from the Alpha Academy, Otis immediately followed his coach about the inevitable moment when Otis finally stands up for himself and goes back and being one of the biggest faces in WWE, potentially on par with his run with Mandy Rose's performance. Fans should be excited by that, and it's about time we had Otis back at the top, because he's so good, so entertaining, so lovable. I really can't wait for that. And I like the way we're going to be a slow build up to it, I presume, as well. 7 out of 10. Before it's time for Becky Lynch against Dakota Kai, the Raw Women's Division is brimming with matches and rivalry as enhanced in the closing moments of this match. A back and forth contest climax with the man trapping Kai in an armbar, only for damage control during the disqualification victory for the champion. Lyra made the save, clearing the ring for the heels to staring down on Sky, who she'll battle next week. Liv Morgan appeared out of nowhere, sent Lynch into the ring post and escaped to the arena for the match between Lynch and Kai was solid and featured some quality counters, but it was a post-match that left an impression. Raw currently has damage control, attempting to re-establish dominance, and then Lynch and Morgan with Lyra in there as well. It should have fans infused, and yeah, I really enjoyed it and can't wait to see where it goes. Before it's time for New Catch Republic, the Judgment Day, the Creed Brothers and the Authors of Pain battle out to determine who would challenge Orphan Truth for the World Championship. A wild contest including in the closing seconds as Carlito attacks a surging Dunn and delivered a backstabber on the announce table, allowing Balor to roll him in the ring and deliver a coup de grace for the win. Carlito may well have proved valuable to the Judgment Day in his attempt to forge a rivalry with the faction, especially by taking Balor and McDonough one step closer to retaining the gold. What this means in pursuit of the reciprocal arrangement remains to be seen, but a look on winners' faces suggests they've been won over by the second generation stars' willingness to ensure the victory. And yeah, to be honest, I wasn't convinced about that. I don't really know if we need to see the Judgment Day in tag title contention again. To be honest, kind of feels like we've been there, done that. So yeah, I wasn't massively in favour of this, and yeah, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. In the main event of the King and Ring, it was Jey Uso against Ilya Dragunov, and unfortunately you won't get to see Gunther and Ilya rekindle their NXT rivalry in the semi-finals, thanks to Jey Uso defeating the Mad Dragon in a phenomenal match. Dragunov lost nothing in defeat though, delivering the same tenacity and hard-hitting offense that's a trademark of his in-ring work. He was great and clearly the best wrestler in this match. However, Uso caught him with a spear late and delivered the Uso splash to set up a rematch with Gunther. In their first encounter, Elso fell short of winning the IC Championship thanks to interference from Jimmy. With him out of the picture, it will be interesting to see if WWE capitalises on Uso's popularity or if Gunther maintains his favourite tag and goes into King of the Ring, aiming to win it. So yeah, I thought this was a really brilliant match and led to an interesting story and saved that match down the line with Ilya. So yeah, not against it. And overall, this week gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought it's a bit of a mixed Raw. Some bits I wasn't totally sure on, like the Judgment Day becoming number one contenders again. Kind of seen that before, but I thought the King of the Ring action on the whole was excellent. Really enjoyable matches, and yeah, I think that tournament's really hotting up now, and I can't wait to see who goes on to the Pape. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.